freelancer, you've probably figured this out already. Just being good at what you do, it's not enough anymore. Not if you want to build something that actually lasts. So today, we're going to lay out a roadmap, a real step-by-step guide to go from just working to truly building a business. And really, it all comes down to a single fundamental choice. Are you going to be a gig worker, just endlessly trading your hours for dollars, one project at a time? Or are you going to be a business builder, someone who's actually creating a system that brings clients to you? Believe me, that difference is, it's everything. Because look, if you get stuck in that gig worker mindset, you're going to fall right into the classic trap. We all know it. It's the feast or famine cycle, right? You land an awesome project, you crush it, you get that nice paycheck, and then crickets, nothing. You're right back to square one, scrambling for the next client. It makes your income just totally unpredictable. So the big question is, how do you get out of that trap? Well, you've got to adopt what we're calling the supermarket method. This is the absolute core shift in strategy. You have to stop selling just one little skill and start offering a whole package of related services, services that solve much bigger and way more valuable problems for your clients. Let me put it this way. A freelancer with only one skill, you're basically a vegetable stand on the side of the road. I mean, it's a great vegetable stand, but people only stop when they need that one specific thing you're selling. If they're not in the mood for, say, carrots today, they're just going to drive right on by. But what you want to be is the supermarket. See, a supermarket doesn't just sell carrots, it sells the whole meal. It's a complete solution. It's got everything the customer could possibly need, all in one spot. And for you, as a freelancer, this means you can solve your client's entire problem, not just one tiny little piece of it. Okay, so to get you there, we've broken down this whole roadmap into 4 super clear stages. First up, build your foundation. Then we'll get into becoming the supermarket. After that, we'll tackle pricing your true value. And finally, you get to choose your empire. All right, let's jump right into section 1, build your foundation. And hey, let's be clear about something. This stage, it's not about making a ton of cash right out of the gate. It's all about proving your value before you chase it. It's about getting those fundamentals totally locked in and showing the world you can actually deliver. And this is where the idea of a service stack comes into play. So you start with your main skill, right? Maybe it's web development. But you don't stop there. You start layering on all these complementary skills around it. Things like payment integrations with Stripe or messaging APIs like WhatsApp, or even connecting to a client's CRM. Suddenly, you're not just building a website anymore. You're building a complete business tool for them. And here it is, your first big concrete goal. Your entire mission in this stage has nothing to do with income. It's all about completing just three really high-quality portfolio projects. That's it. These projects become your proof. They are the undeniable evidence you're going to use to land those much bigger, much better clients later on. So how do you know when you're done with stage 1 and ready to move on? Well, you just need to tick these boxes. Have you really mastered your core skill? Have you layered on those related technologies to build a legit service stack? And have you polished up your LinkedIn and GitHub so you look like an absolute pro where clients are actually looking? If so, you're ready. Okay, let's get into section 2, become the supermarket. Now that you've got that solid foundation, it's time to package your skills into some truly irresistible offers. This is where we stop selling skills one by one and start selling powerful, high-value solutions. And just look at the power of this packaging. I mean, you could just sell a basic website, and that's fine. But look what happens when you add on services like deployment and a monthly maintenance plan. Your revenue goes up, right? But then when you offer that full service stack we talked about, boom, you could literally double your income from the very same client. And you know what? A huge piece of this puzzle is that little monthly maintenance contract. It might not seem like a game changer, right? Maybe an extra $50 a month. But that $50 is recurring. It's predictable. And that is the absolute key to finally breaking that feast or famine cycle. It gives you a stable base you can actually count on month after month. Okay, but how do you actually find clients to offer this to? Well, instead of just sitting around and waiting for them to find you, you're going to go on the offensive with something called the audit method. It's simple. First, find a potential client. Second, you spot a small, totally fixable problem on their website. Third, you record a super short video showing them exactly how to solve it. And fourth, you send it to them for free. You're showing your value before you ever ask for a single penny. So once you've got this system working and leads are starting to flow, you're ready for section 3.
And this one is a huge mindset shift. It's time to price your true value. We're going to stop thinking about time and start thinking about ROI.
And this is the whole point right here. You have to stop asking yourself, how long is this going to take me? That's the wrong question. The question you need to be asking is, how much money is my work going to make my client, or how much is it going to save them? Asking that question changes the entire game. And just look at the difference here. When you're pricing by the hour, you're focused on your time, and that means your income has a hard ceiling. But with value-based pricing, the focus shifts to the client's return on investment. So if your work is going to save their team, say, $400,000, you can walk in and charge $40,000 with total confidence. Why? Because to them, it's a no-brainer. You're not selling them your time anymore. You're basically selling them money at a discount. All right, on to the final stage, Section 4, choose your empire. At this point, you're pricing based on value, you've got a solid foundation under you, and you have consistent cash flow. So now you get to make the big decision. Where do you take this thing for the long haul? And really, when you get here, you've got two main paths to choose from. Path number one, you scale up into a full-blown agency. That means hiring a team, taking on much bigger, more complex custom projects. Or there's path number two, you productize your service. You turn your expertise into one repeatable solution that you can sell again and again. So, what do I mean by a productized service? Well, instead of starting from scratch with a custom project every single time, you package your expertise into a standardized system. Think of it like a client conversion system in a box. It's got the payment gateway, the WhatsApp integration, the whole shebang, and you sell it for a fixed price right off your website. The beauty is, you build it once, but you get to sell it over and over and over again. And when you boil it all down, this entire roadmap is about one thing: making a conscious choice. Are you going to keep being a gig worker, always chasing the next job? Or are you going to become a business builder, someone who's creating something scalable, something valuable, something that lasts, an empire? So what's it going to be, gig worker or empire builder? The choice is yours.